Hi, I'm Sari with Integrity First Insurance, and I'm going to share a little something about what I think might be going on in your head about life insurance. The reason that I think this might be going on in your head is because it's what went on in my head before I really understood that life insurance is more than just protecting your loved ones after you've passed on. It can also be used as a really smart financial tool for you while you're living. In this video, I'm going to give it my best shot at hitting some of the main misconceptions out there about life insurance. And my hope is that you'll learn a little something from this video so you can take that information with you to create more financial freedom in your life. Life insurance is expensive. No, life insurance does not have to be expensive. Life insurance is as expensive as you wish it to be. When I sit down with you for the first time, one of the very first questions that I ask you is, how much do you feel comfortable spending each month on life insurance? What we do is we look at all of the options out there and we create a plan that fits your needs based on the amount that you feel comfortable spending. You get to run the show. I have life insurance through my work, and that's all I need. Well, first of all, I want to say that's great that your employer provides you with that benefit. That's nothing to bat an eye at, but it's typically never enough life insurance. Life insurance increases in cost each year that you grow older, so it will never be more affordable than what it is for you at this very moment. And life insurance through work is typically a term policy, which we'll talk about in a few moments. Term policies have absolutely no cash value, and waiting until you have more cash or you are older are very expensive reasons not to be buying more coverage right now. And if you end up with a disease or a terminal illness, you likely won't even qualify for life insurance. So what happens when you leave your job? You have none. I don't need life insurance because I don't have any dependents. Well, this is simply not true. Life insurance does so many more things than just paying out after you die. Did you know that with some policies, the death benefit can actually be used for long-term care expenses? This is a really inexpensive way to protect yourself in the event that you need to stay in a nursing home. And if you know anybody who has elderly parents that have to stay in a nursing home, you know how expensive this can actually be. And also, creditors and Uncle Sam can't get at the money that a beneficiary receives in a death benefit. This is one of the only things out there that Uncle Sam can't touch. So while you may not have anybody that depends on your income for their welfare, I know there must be somebody out there that you love that could greatly benefit from this gift. I should purchase a term policy and invest the difference rather than purchasing a permanent policy. While in some cases this might be true, and there are different schools of thought on this, in most cases this is simply not true, and here's why. When you buy term insurance, you are buying that insurance for a set number of years. Typically the time period is 10, 15, 20, or 30-year time periods. It's like paying rent for a death benefit. So when the time period is up, your policy simply goes away. So for instance, if you're 40 years old and you buy a 30-year term policy, at age 70, you have paid 30 years of premium and your life insurance policy is gone. So what happens if you've paid all that money in and at age 70 you're still living? You're out of life insurance, and typically at age 70 it's really hard, if not impossible, to find a term policy to replace the other one. Insurance companies love term policies because 99% of them never pay out. So here's a better option. Buy a permanent policy or a combination of a permanent policy and a term policy. Permanent policies are good for your entire life, so you never have to worry about running out of insurance. As long as you pay the premium on that policy, you have coverage. With permanent policies, if you get them when you're young, they are very inexpensive. One of the best gifts that you could ever provide to a child, grandchild, niece, or nephew is to provide them with a permanent policy. Permanent policies have cash value. So if you ever need money for a down payment on a house, your first car, educational purposes, you can take a loan out of the permanent policy to do so. As an independent agent, I can shop your options with many different companies to find you the best rate. We work with some of the most reputable life insurance companies in the nation. And I am truly passionate about life insurance and what it can offer for you. I would love to sit down with you and show you all the options so you can make an educated decision on what is right for you. Have questions before wanting to meet? Simply text or email me. My contact information will be at the end of this video. Let me help you create a smart pathway to your financial success so you can focus on the things that matter most.